Part 1. The illusion of a single self. You don't have one voice inside you. You have a structure. Most people think of themselves as one unified identity. I want this. I don't want that. I decided. I failed. But if you pay attention, that's not how your inner world actually feels. One part of you wants discipline, another wants comfort. One part wants long-term growth, another wants immediate relief. One part wants to speak, another wants to stay silent. One part wants to lead, another wants to avoid responsibility. That's not inconsistency, that's structure. You are not a single voice, you are an inner system. Psychologically speaking, this is not poetic language. It is structural reality. The psyche is layered. There is impulse, there is emotion, there is learned identity, there is fear, there is desire, there is rational capacity, there is conscience. These are not metaphors. They are functional components. When you say, I don't know why I did that, what you're actually saying is, one part of me overruled another part of me. The problem is not that you have conflicting parts. The problem is that most people never ask, who is in charge? From a Stoic perspective, the central question is simple. Is your life led by reason or by impulse? Impulse is immediate. Reason is reflective. Impulse reacts. Reason evaluates. Impulse seeks relief. Reason seeks alignment. If impulse leads, your life becomes reactive. If reason leads, your life becomes deliberate. But reason does not lead automatically. It must be given authority, and authority requires awareness of the system. If you believe you are one unified voice, you will be confused by your contradictions. If you understand you are a system, contradictions become data. In the next part, we'll break down the main inner forces that operate inside you and how they compete for control. Part 2. The inner forces competing for control. Let's outline this clearly. Inside you, there are at least 4 dominant functional forces. First, impulse. Impulse is immediate. It wants comfort, release, pleasure, avoidance of discomfort. Impulse is not evil. It is survival-oriented. It protects energy. It avoids threat. It seeks reward. But impulse is short-term by nature. Left unchecked, it chooses relief over growth. Second, emotion. Emotion is signaling. Fear signals danger. Anger signals boundary violation. Shame signals social risk. Desire signals attraction or value. Emotion provides information, but information is not direction. If emotion leads without reflection, reaction replaces intention. Third, persona. The persona is the social self, the identity you've constructed. I'm disciplined. I'm independent. I'm calm. I'm strong. The persona is useful. It allows navigation in society, but it can also distort decision-making. If your persona needs to look consistent, you may deny information that contradicts your image. That creates blind spots. Fourth, reason. Reason is the evaluative function. It considers long-term consequences. It compares options. It tolerates discomfort for alignment. Reason is not cold. It is strategic. It integrates emotion without being ruled by it. Now, here is the structural problem. Impulse is loud. Emotion is intense. Persona is defensive. Reason is quiet, which means without training, reason loses. This is why people know better and still act against their own interests. Knowing is not leading. Leadership inside the psyche requires hierarchy. The Stoics were clear. The ruling faculty, reason, must govern, not by suppressing impulse, but by integrating it. If impulse is ignored completely, it rebels. If emotion is dismissed, it distorts. If persona dominates, authenticity collapses. Reason must listen to the system and then decide. So the real question becomes, Who in you is making decisions right now? Is it the part that wants comfort, the part that wants approval, the part that wants to avoid discomfort, or the part that seeks alignment with principle? In the final part, we'll define how to establish internal leadership without turning yourself into a tyrant. Part 3. Establishing internal leadership. Internal leadership is not suppression, it is governance. Governance requires clarity. First, recognize the voices. When you feel internal conflict, pause. Instead of saying, "I'm confused," ask, which part of me wants what? Name them. The comfort-seeking part, the ambitious part, the fearful part, the disciplined part, the image-protecting part. Naming creates structure. Structure reduces chaos. Second, create hierarchy. Not every voice gets equal vote. Impulse gets heard, but not authority. Emotion gets acknowledged, but not command. Persona gets considered, but not dominance. Reason gets final say. This is maturity. Third, separate urge from action. An urge is not a decision. An emotion is not a command. A thought is not an obligation. The moment you can observe a part without immediately acting on it, reason has entered the room. That gap is power. Fourth, align decisions with principle. Ask, if I remove mood, fear, and social image, what aligns with my values? That answer is usually quieter, less dramatic, less urgent, but more stable. Fifth, accept internal tension. Leadership does not eliminate conflict, it manages it. There will always be parts of you that want different things. That is human. Strength is not unity of desire, it is unity of direction. Now here is the final insight. If you do not consciously structure your inner system, the loudest part will rule, and the loudest part is rarely the wisest. But when reason governs, not harshly, not repressively, your life becomes coherent. You stop being pulled in opposite directions. You stop regretting decisions made under pressure. You stop being surprised by yourself because the system is organized. You are not one person. You are a structure. And the question that determines your life is simple. Who inside you is leading? If this shifted how you see yourself, sit with it. Self-knowledge begins when you stop assuming you are one voice. If you want more content like this, psychological, structured, and rooted in Stoic clarity, you can follow this channel. New videos will continue exploring inner systems, leadership, and self-mastery. Thanks for listening. I'll see you in the next one.